Oh my. Hi, doggy. What are you barking about? Oh yes, I know, doggy doggy. Shh. Knock it off. Doggies. She's a little restless. Spring. Actually, we're going to go out for a walk in a little while because the weather is so good. It's finally getting up there in temperature. And I'm just doing some Zentangle is what it's called. And I've been learning this new art form the last few months. And I'm getting better. It's basically doodling, but it's a little bit more sophisticated than that, I suppose. I've been learning all the techniques, and I'm not great at it yet, but getting there. So I was just scrolling through YouTube and trying to find something to listen to while I work here, and my God, the headlines are just insane. So I decided that I was wondering what everybody's feeling out there and if anybody else needs a distraction. So instead of being here by myself thinking about it, I thought I'd open this up and provide a bit of a distraction from the insane headlines. That's crooked, but that's actually doesn't matter in Zentangle. It's not supposed to look perfect because it is hand-drawn with pens. So I never thought I'd be drawing with pens in my life. It always looked like horribly painful to do. But my neighbor was doing it, and I don't know, she inspired me to try it. So I tried it, and of course YouTube's my friend, so I learned just from watching videos. And my hand is getting steadier, my lines are getting cleaner. They were pretty shaky, and getting two straight lines side by side at a time was impossible. Okay, somebody's joining. I steal cheese. You can't catch me. Well, I wouldn't want to. I want you to have some cheese. So, everything's better with cheese, isn't it? So you steal all the cheese. I have plenty of cheese to go around. So we have to think happy thoughts, and cheese is definitely one of them. So you tell me, does this look like a black gemstone that's getting set in jewelry? If it's even slightly has that, I'm sort of learning this this new technique. I'm not an artist, you guys. I'm just learning. I'm just experimenting. So this is this is just me practicing and playing and maybe chit-chatting with you, and just a little bit of a distraction, and give the community a place to come in and talk to one another. It's hard for me to read the chat from this angle, to be honest. Okay. Oh, there's a nice language. What language am I seeing? That looks like... Oh, my chat keeps fading. Is that... It's definitely a Latin language, I think. I couldn't guess. Is it... doesn't look like Spanish to me. It's not French, because I can somewhat read French. Is it Portuguese or Italian or something like that? Let me know. Where are you in the world? So yeah, I was just reading the headlines on YouTube, and isn't it amazing how one human being can ruin the whole earth? It's just insane. Like, I think like 99% of Earth, the people on the planet are just horrified, and he's getting away with it. So I guess he is enabled by others, and there are other evil people around him, but Holy smokes. Like, why can't anybody stop him? Jesus. It's unreal. So, I mean, live a privileged little life here in Canada. I mean, there's really no other place on earth I could be that's, well, actually, to be honest, haven't been feeling particularly safe lately. These gold pens are awesome. Just need to use my black to fix this little mistake here. No, I'm not going for perfect, but you know, I like touching up too if I can. But yeah, it's amazing how one person, and that in Canada, like my prime minister's taking him on, so, whoops, I overdid it. Okay, you know what? This is the bottom side, maybe away from the light source. So it can be thinner than the other side. That's one of the things I've learned. And I don't necessarily need it to sit flat, so it can have that distorted. Okay, so I'll just see how that comes out. But yeah, just the headlines, and it's like, but you know, I keep thinking our prime minister should maybe quit poking the bear, because he's taunting, because he's so damn freaking good that he's taunting him. It's like, oh, don't. There's just lay low, duck your head down. Like this. That's what we Canadians do well, is we just duck out of the way, stay quiet, and live our little, you know, privileged existence over here. Definitely am appreciating what I have and where I am. The world, like Iranians, I just feel so bad for people and what they're going through right now. It's just everywhere. So, is anybody out there doing anything fun? I think that's the key, is to look for. This is supposed to look like a gem, but I think I have to do something to make it shine. So why don't I try some light reflections? Okay, so if my light is coming in upper left, actually it can't be. Yeah, it is, because this one here is light coming in this way. So I need to put I can put like a light. I don't know how this is going to work on a black stone. Come on, pen, let's go. These pens, the white is so hard. If anybody out there draws with pens, let's put a light reflection here and see how that goes, how that looks. Okay, a couple dots. White is so hard to get to work. And finding a good white pen is just, I have a whole stack of them that I've been experimenting with. So I guess, yeah, that could work. That works. I'll do that. I mean, I do this when I draw eyes and stuff. I've been drawing like cartoon faces lately to learn that. And the little white reflection on I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So talk amongst yourselves. I just wanted to open this up so that people in, you know, especially this anti-Scientology, you know, community, people that know each other can, I didn't see anybody else live, so just a place to check in and say hi. Don't necessarily have to be here for me. Just say hi to one another and make friends. It'd be nice. I don't know if that's too much now. Yeah, it is. So, I have this blending. I have the Ohuhu. I have 2 boxes of these markers. The Ohuhu Honolulu. They're amazing. They're really good quality pens they work like paint. Like I don't like painting per se. Well, I probably don't know what I'm doing. So maybe if I took a course. So I can tap this out. So it's a little bit less bold. So it's just literally just alcohol, and it blends out so they're alcohol markers, and they really do work like paint, and they blend so beautifully. So if you're ever using these, don't draw too close to the line, like if you're actually coloring with them, because they do bleed, and they're supposed to, because they bleed into colors. The next color over, it'll bleed, and then they blend nicely. So that's the whole point. I was going to put some shades of colors. But now that I've done these gems, actually that turned out nice. I think I like that. My chat keeps disappearing. Gas prices. Yeah, gas prices. Our prime minister isn't very good, to be honest. What country are you in? Are you in Canada? Because if you're in Canada, trust me, he's rocking it. He's going to make Canada rich. His trade work overseas is absolutely off the charts. I'm a pretty avid current events political person, so I follow it. I've been studying this stuff since I was 16 years old, and that's a lot of years ago. We're pretty lucky. I think most Canadians, most people where I'm at, don't realize what he's doing for us. So if you're talking about Canada, I just respectfully disagree. I think things are better here than anywhere else in the world by a long shot. So I want this to look like jewelry. I'm going to just do some embellishment around the edges to give it a little bit of a look of a setting. Let's see, this chat. It's hard to read because I'm gas prices. So for me, I don't drive much. I work at home, so I'm just going to finish this repetitive pattern here around the edge. I work from home, so I don't have to drive very often. Basically, I drive to doctor's appointments or groceries once in a blue moon. And actually, a lot of the times I get my groceries delivered. So if I don't feel like going, so I can go weeks without driving. And I just stay home. I'm a homebody. And I have a pretty active online life, so that makes me happy. And I have I have a new job. I don't know if anyone's listening that knows me, but I have a new job, and I just got it in January, and it's rocking my world. So I was pretty unhappy for a lot of years where I was before, and really unhappy, like miserable. And it was a pretty unhealthy environment. And so I finally made the move after 17 years and went somewhere else. And I didn't know how in demand my skills would be. So once I put myself out there, the magic happened, and I'm rocking it. So I'm pretty excited. It's I had no idea, to be honest. It's really interesting when you're stuck in a rut for so many years and then you find out how unnecessary it was. It was pretty okay, that's pure black. Do I want pure black? Yeah, I do want pure black on the edge. It's still crooked and it's bugging me, especially now that the gold's laid down. Just straighten this. There we go. Probably only I would notice. Okay, and this one. So yeah, so I'm just, my hours are a little crazy, but, so I'm tired, but I'm happy, and it's nice to be appreciated and my skills used and all that stuff. So yeah, if you know me, you know I have had a rough couple years. And, oh, did I smudge this? I did. I smudged it. Uh-oh. That's okay. Mistakes always turn into something glorious in Zentangle. You just fix it and change it, and it sorts itself out. So this is going to fast track my retirement and make it a quite comfortable one, too. So yeah, I've worked my butt off for what I have, so don't be mistaken that I'm some kind of rich person or prestigious or, that kind of level status. But, I worked I worked hard and I earned my skills, and I think it's a great way to end my career for a couple years on a high note. So does this look like a stone in a setting? Sort of. It's a little bit, is it too perfect? I don't know. So there was a picture I found on, yeah, I smudged it here, darn it. Smudged it so I have to make it bigger. Just making this little lacy edge for the jewelry, the edge of the jewelry. And then this one is a little bit more subtle, which is good because you only want one. It's the feature piece. And then these bottom parts, I'll show you. I'm going to use, oh, look at the black smudge up here. Uh-oh. Okay, so I think I'll do that first. I'll do that now. Who's here? My chat doesn't stay up. I'm not sure why. Yeah, no one's talking anyways. That's okay. So I use I'd be happy if you guys chatted amongst yourselves instead of me listening to me, because I'll stop talking if you guys start interacting. So a protractor to bring in, to decide where, but I'm going to bring in a change. I'm going to change it up here big time. So let's go right about, let's see what I can do here. So this page gets cut right about here. So it's going to cut off, so I don't have to finish it right to the edge. And then I have ink smudges from the last piece I did on the last page. So when once I'm done with this, I'm making cards out of them. And oh, the chat just took off. So I cut off the edge where the felt from the last piece that I did, bled over, like this kind of thing. So anyways, I just cut that off, the edge, same with the top border. And then I put a background. It's either black or, like, I fold it in half, cardstock, fold it in half. It's either black or like a cream color like this. And then it's a card, like this is the front of the card, and then the inside is blank. So I might sell them at craft shows. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I'm good enough. The other ones that I do, a lot of the work I do is good enough, but it's going to be probably a bunch of months before I get really, really good enough. So I'm not sure. We'll see. Just a small local craft show is always a good idea for, testing out that kind of thing. Okay, so what I want to do is, this is going to turn into a completely different piece. I'm going to draw the circles into these squares. The ones that are still not filled in are going to be part of the circle. So let's just go over that one more time at the bottom. You'll see what I'm doing here eventually. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it in. So I need several layers of circles because this is going to end up being a mandala, but it sits underneath the squares and it's more subtle because the square part of the piece is really busy. So this is going to be a little bit more subtle. I'm going to try anyways. I have trouble with subtle because I like bold things. I like bold colors. And I haven't decided yet if any of this is going to be colored at all, but my work is typically very, very colorful. So I'll probably come on here more often while I'm doing this and just chill out, give people a place to chill out if they want. And I'll try not to talk too much. All right, so I just keep going until I get a whole bunch of lines just to guide me as I go, because there's going to be layers in the circle. So, and then the circle, the illusion is that the circle is behind the squares. I'll just keep going. This isn't remarkably easy to learn how to do, so all you need is some pens and like I use the Micron Pigma Micron pens, and they're all different thicknesses, so you can get, you can do different thicknesses of lines and stuff. And I didn't know that I would ever figure out how to use, like, how do you know which pen to use? Trust me, after time you start learning which pen to use. And then just start watching videos, YouTube videos, and follow what they're doing. There's lots and lots and lots of tutorials. And I had no idea. I mean, I'm the person that can't draw the stick figure. So this is actually a really good art form for people like me because it doesn't have to be you don't want it to be perfect. It's supposed to look kind of organic, you know. So I'm going to fix this up some more later. He's bleeding all over the place. Okay, one more. I'm going to do this all the way into the center because... So what I'm going to do, like the lines on the squares are pretty... Let's see. What's the thing in the bed? The thing in the bed. Which thing? Well, there's a dog under here. Want to say hi? Betty Boop. Betsy Boopsie. Live animal warning. Hi. Hi, baby girl. There's always a dog in my bed. In fact, there's usually 2 dogs in my bed. I don't know where the other one is right now, but no doubt sleeping somewhere. But I do everything in bed. I eat in bed. I do artwork in bed. I obviously sleep in bed. I like my bed. And I like my bedding, and it's comfortable, and I have lots of pillows, and it's my happy place. So, okay, you're going to see, not sure if there's any lines through here. Yeah. So I'm not going to fill in these squares. I'm going to leave them because it gets to the point where it's busy, and then you know you're done in that section. It's really easy to overdo it. But with Zentangle, you can. The whole page can be covered in this doodle. But there's all kinds of techniques, and like there's a lot of really serious people out there, and it's intense. So I'm not really like that. Oh, okay, so I missed a line in that little section. Do I want to go and find out where it was? Let me see. I think I do want to fix it. So this pencil can be, I'll be able to erase them later. So I'll draw my ink, like the pen part. It's all in pen. This is pencil to get the lines down. And then once I'm done, I can take an eraser over top of it all, and the ink dries really quickly, and it does not smudge when you use an eraser on it. So I actually have a little mechanical eraser. Let me show you. I'm telling you right now that you can do this even if you're... So there's a little eraser on the end, so you just push it. It's battery operated. You just hold it on there and it erases, so you can get fine lines. So I really like to use that. A regular eraser's fine though. You can use an eraser off the back of a pencil for that matter. Okay, so, oh yeah, okay, I'm almost done this. And then I'll have to decide. Each layer of the circle is a different pattern, and it goes around and around. So because the lines on the squares were so bold, I'm going to use a thinner pen to give it contrast, so that the mandala, the circular mandala in the background, is much more subtle and quiet than the rest of the piece. So I'm going to really make a huge effort to stick to that. Now, also, another thing I'm finding is that whatever I say I'm going to do or think in my mind, I'm going to do this or that or whatever, it almost never happens. And before I know it, like what I thought, I should actually like document what I plan to do, and then at the end have a look and compare, because I don't even try to plan anymore, actually. There's no point. Okay, so that's done. The lines are drawn on. Has anybody done any of this kind of work before? Zentangle? The brown. What's the thing in the bed? The brown. Yeah, the brown dog. That must be what you meant. Hey, puppy. This girl's name is Betty Boop. It's so good to see. Who is that? Mind Candy. My goodness. Hi. There's a name, a blast from the past. It's been a long time. I feel like it was yesterday we were all doing our thing. The insanity was unfolding, but a lot has happened. I went through a whole life transformation. I think that trip to the U.S., those couple trips to the U.S. in 2024 really changed me. I can't help myself. Where did my gold pen go? I gotta fix this now. It's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, I think it changed me. It forced me into change. And it was kind of a rock bottom, actually, in a lot of ways. A lot of trauma came to the surface, bullying triggers that hadn't healed, that I didn't know I wasn't finished with. See, this is getting too thick. So, anyways. So yeah, so I went through it, and then my career really took off, and it was a surprise. So it's kind of rocking my world, and it's changing the course of my life, actually, because I have ideas for branching out on my own. I am a contractor, consultant, but I could really take it to the next level and really on my own, and like revolutionize some things that like the world needs people my age to step up and do some stuff. Freedom 55 is great, but we can't leave the world in the state that the young people are going to find it. Oh, it is bleeding. That's why. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I just have to adjust my pillows here. I won't show myself on camera today because I was not prepared to be on camera. Like I'm not camera worthy at all right now. You don't need to see me. You can see what I'm doing, but just need to. I went too far here. What does this look like? Maybe too soon for the black. I don't know if it's totally dry, because then the black pen gets mucked up. It's still wet. Like it'll dry in there and then the pen doesn't work. I have a bad habit of doing that. Okay, well that is definitely the highlight of the piece. And then I'll do some jewelry, whatever, on this other stone later, but I just need to get away from the stones for a while. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep checking on you guys here. If there's anybody in here that knows each other, I just wanted to provide some space for people to hang out. So I think, okay, so the point is, okay, so I'm going to use a really thin pen. So I've got these pens in order by, like, the thickest pen is on the outside and they get like thinner as you go in. Some of these pens here, the really thin ones, aren't working that well anymore. So because I did what I just said I did with the like drawing over top of paint and stuff. So yeah, see, this pen isn't working. It's just about time to order a new set because they're not, I ruined them. Come on, let me just give it a few minutes and see if I can. I don't want to show my meditation. I drew out a meditation. I want to do classes on this art form, but do it as a meditation. Oh, that is working. Good. Okay, good, because I need this really thin pen, because I need this mandala to be extremely soft in the background. Okay, so I'll start. I always start in the center. There is no center. It's usually the center is right about here, but it's behind. Just a sec. But this part. Oh shoot! I don't have lines on that section. I wonder if I can find my dot. Do some more. Where's the center of my circle? Right around here. Yeah, okay, I see it. I think I see it. So that's the pen. It's working. And oh, come on. Here's all my tools, all my supplies and paint and rulers, and there's a bunch of white pens in here. I've got like dotting paint, so you can make dots with the bottle. Just you name it, all kinds of pens. Pens and pencils and charcoal and you name it in here. Scissors, whatever. Yeah, I'm a crafty girl. What can I say? Okay, I've got all the things. I have all the things. Okay, so I need to put this back in here. I think was where I was. I hope. Okay, so yes, I was. Okay, perfect. So I need to make some, so the center is going to be right about here. So I'm going to start there when I start going. And I just need to draw them. Okay, good, because that'll fill up that section. I was actually going to color the squares around this, the bigger black square, but I don't want to do that anymore because I want the stones to really like be the highlight of the piece. So the key is, if there's any artists in the room, I'd sure love to hear what you think, and don't hesitate to critique in a kind, productive manner. That would be really great. I have a friend down in eastern US that is a famous artist. She draws, and boy, I've asked her to spend some time with me online. Okay, let's see. Just checking in on you guys. Yeah, that language that looks like Italian or Portuguese or something along those lines. Oh, one of the Latin languages. Okay, thin pen, and I'm going to start in the center, and the circles are behind the squares. So, okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to, this gold is bleeding pretty badly actually, so I'm going to have to go back, and I can just paint over top and start again. It's easy to fix. Okay, so what am I going to start with? So it really doesn't matter, just as long as it's subtle and light. So there's my center. So let's just do some humps going around and then dots. So this is the thing about this art form, is it's very tiny and repetitious. So I'm going to be like going in the circles with a pattern, and then once I finish, then the next row is something different. So then you just keep going and build on it and layer on it and layer on it. So I'm not going to go, see how it's so much lighter than next door. So that's the key. And I'm going to resist the urge to make it to go too crazy. I can make this subtle. Okay. It's weird doing it while I'm on camera, actually. It's throwing me off a bit. So I don't have to necessarily talk, I guess. So I want these petals to be rounded at the top and pointy on the bottom. And not a perfect line, just a little bit of a... My hand has certainly gotten steadier since I started doing this. And I feel like it's really good for the brain, like an aging brain. But it's so... And it's very meditative because it's repetitious. And you're kind of focusing so hard that it's... and yeah, see how they're not even, and it's not perfect, and it's not supposed to be. The other thing, okay, so I'll leave that. I don't want to fill in black till I'm down here more, I think. So I could I could color in the black in between the petals, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put a little line through them, like a flower petal, sort of. So it's good to have, like, they're not all the same thickness either, different pressures. It's good to shake it up like that. Or not. It depends what you want what the look that you want to get. So this looks more drawn with a pencil than the rest. These are solid, and then these ones are going to be more, it's a different style. So, okay, so now I will do, let me just think for a second. Let's do some, yeah, I can do that. Just these are going to be really small because I am coloring them in, so. I don't even know. These shapes and designs all have names, but I didn't invent this. Like, it's, millions of people do this, and I just browse the internet and look and see what people are doing and then try things. And then eventually it becomes part of my own repertoire. See, that's light and subtle enough that it's not going to take over that section. I'm using AI to help me take a picture, upload it, see what it says. It's amazing what I get back. So they obviously have fine artists training AI, because I feel like I'm taking an art course sometimes. So when I'm done, I may or may not have to go in and erase those pencil lines. But at this point, it doesn't look like I'm going to have to. But if I do, I'm comfortable that it's not going to smudge any of this. These pens dry really nicely, which is amazing. It surprised me the first time I tried it. Yeah, so AI does have fine artists contributing. So, they're training machines now to. The feedback I'm getting is definitely coming from artists. So sometimes it's bang on, sometimes it's way off. Like, you need to shade that black square. Like, it's a jet black square and they want me to shade it in the center. It's like, well, shade with what? And white pen, you don't shade with white pen. So, take a dark gray and shade that black. No, it doesn't work. So there's kind of you can tell that an artist trained machines about shading, but you can't shade black. So it's just wrong. But anyways, so I've been irritated, and I tell AI. I don't fight it with, like, some people we know. I don't fight with AI, but I tell it, you're wrong about that. So, I'll be looking forward to, in the future, when you learn that, that issue. Anyways, it's funny. I talk to it. I call it Chatty sometimes. But I just switched from ChatGPT to Claude because I'm aware, and I did research on it, and Claude is definitely more ethical, as in the founders, the people who own it. So, okay, where am I? Jeez. Yeah, see how it's right in here? And it doesn't look like it's not making sense yet, but once I start to build out, then you'll start to see it behind the squares. So I just need to make sure that, I think, you know what, I need my protractor to show me. I'll have to do this, be careful, because I want to make sure I get I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I put the protractor back in, and when I get to this, so I'm ready to start on this loop here. And, ooh, okay, so this loop is up here. So I need to do one more row, this one first, and then I'm ready to join it with this one. So it all joins together eventually. So on this one, how about we do, I'll do little triangles. So if you can draw a circle, a square, a triangle, you can probably do Zentangle. So you really can start with just that. So give it a shot. Some people think they wouldn't like it, and they're not crafty or artsy or crafty or anything. You might be surprised, because I don't draw stick people. That's the extent of it. But this is just shapes. So, and then you repeat over and over and over again. So it's really pretty darn easy. See, I'm just drawing triangles over and over again. Triangles within the triangles. And see how the lines aren't perfect? That's okay, because I'm tired right now. Sometimes I am more careful than other times, but right now I'm not too worried about it. And what I do at the end is I go in with a a pen and go around and fix all the imperfections, like with a fine tooth comb kind of thing. So it's when you put black on the white paper that, it's harder to fix because my white pens aren't off white, they're white. So it's really hard to fix white. But sometimes I just color in that area and then in the pattern, continue the pattern if it's really bad and driving me crazy. Okay, so there's the triangles. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the mandala that's lying underneath the squares. So eventually, and I flow out, and I've got the mandala drawn in around. Uh-oh, I forgot these ones too. To go back and do those later. Okay, so next is the layer that joins with the outside of the squares. That's exciting. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to do circles because those are... So if you can draw circles, my first row, just change it up. Like my first row of circles will be small and they're not filled in this time. So I'm going to make small circles on the first row here. How's the camera? Yeah, you can see me. Okay. I don't know how well you can see me, but... So are any of my friends in here? Talk amongst yourselves. Looks good. Who is that? Cool patterns. Yeah, I mean, the possibilities are endless. And like sometimes I go online and see what other people are doing and then try to do it. And then sometimes I just start doing, and then it unfolds. So, I mean, the only way it's actually plagiarism, copying, is if like someone did a whole piece like this and I copied it. Don't do that. Do your own. Learn the techniques and then do your own. I mean, sometimes they're similar, because I definitely go online and get inspiration. Okay, so my next row of circles is the circles are bigger. And they're going to get bigger as I go out. And that's just this time. I don't do that every time. And they are not perfect circles either. Kind of scribbly looking, actually. I don't know if I want to do that on this piece, because all of these are so precise. I think I'm going to take it easy on I'm feeling loose right now, so I'm sloppy. So I'm just going to rein that in a little bit because I really love this piece so far. And I don't want to ruin it with sloppiness. Some pieces are sloppy and they should be sloppy. This one is not one of them. Okay, so then I turn and go to this part. And we'll put the smallest circles. Yeah, I'm not doing very well right now with my circles for some reason. Probably because I'm talking and I'm being watched. Even if it's just a couple people. Okay, and then we'll go one more, and then I'll put a layer of bigger circles. Okay, that's better. It's because I'm talking. Are those bigger? I don't know. Not much. It's subtle. Okay. And the next layer of circles is big. Well, not big, but bigger. And that gives the effect of going outwards. And should I color in between those? Probably. And that'll tidy it up big time. And start going in between as I go. I think it's easier actually if I do that. Something I caught on to recently. Fill them in between as I go, then I don't have to go back to it. I'm pushing too hard too, my hand starts to hurt. I'm also working on that, taking it easy on the pen. You ruin pens by pushing down too, and they stop flowing. So I realize, oh my God, am I ever tense? So it's just a matter of breathing, and that's what Zentangle is all about, trying to be as zen as possible and breathe as you go. So I'm working on it. I can fix these up later. They're not perfect. Okay. And they didn't increase in size as gradually as I might like, but it's never wrong. So if you ever try this, all you need to do is get a good pen or two and paper. Probably you have the tools in your house right now, pen and paper. Try it. And then if you love it, then you get the better supplies, you know. And I think I've gotten just about everything I've ordered from Amazon, I believe. Although there was a week or two there that I did, I was vetoing Amazon. So I was ordering stuff directly from company websites. But for the most part, it's all Amazon. Everything I need is on there. Okay, so is that, did I get, hang on. Shoot. My memory is, it's good, but it's short. Okay, so come on. Okay, I just need to see. Okay. I thought so. And my bigger circles here. But yeah, give it a shot with what you have. And I can even draw like how I use the protractor on the mandala. I've done it without that and it went quite well. You know what? I'll show you some of the stuff I've done so far. Let me just grab it. It's over here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right. It's crazy I do this in bed, hey? I know, I'm weird, but in a good way. Good weird. Okay, so this is this is me normally, because I love color and I go crazy. So I got a reflection there. So these are, I made them cards. Like I said, those are the envelopes. And I glued them down to cards. These ones actually have rhinestones in them. I don't know if you can see the shine, but isn't that pretty, the colors? I'm a real big color person. So I've been learning how to do gemstones and jewelry. So that's why I'm trying to do this here. But it's not easy. That stone, this one here took me hours and hours, the turquoise. So yeah, so this is one of my favorites too. So this is so easy. Like you take a big thick black felt marker and you scribble, and then you have sections. So then you do colors. So this is like 3 or 4 shades of that yellow, and you just do stripes and it gets lighter, and it's not that hard at all. It's incredible actually. You know, and there's like little strategies like this little thing here. There's little lines and it's just dotted lines. Instead of a straight line in the background, it's a dotted line. You know, and then this one is like lots of curved lines, and then I put these little floating bubbles, the black bubbles, and they got like, they were sparse and small and they got thicker and bigger as it went out. That kind of thing. Like, it's not hard. Anyone can draw these shapes is my point. So once you learn them, like, not hard. And then like this was actually somebody's design, the shape of it, but I made it my own with like the little stars in the background, like the universe in the flowers, and the colors are totally all mine. And then the external part, the border, I did. I'm signing everything, so my signature's on the bottom of everything, which is kind of fun. Who knew? This one's, I love it. It's so good. I'm not a earth tone kind of person, but yeah, this is, I love it. I think I am now. So I'll be doing more of that. I do tend to lean more into the purple, pink, turquoise, blue, green type of colors. So yeah, so this is all, like I said, if you can draw circles and curves and lines, and then there's more as you go. You do add more and more to your repertoire. This set looks really complicated, but it's not. You know, like it's amazing. Within a few months, I got to this level where I could do this. So it's just practicing. This is the first piece I ever did. So if you can believe it. So it's just, you know, study online, watch people, like follow, do a technique, just put your pen to paper. So this one here has this middle strip with the color. So that's kind of what I was thinking for the one that I'm working on now, but I'm sort of not sure if I'm going to have any color besides the gold for the gems. We'll see. It's always on a whim. So then AI challenged me, it's upside down. AI challenged me to do something extremely soft and subtle and underdone, understated. So that's what that was. And I actually pulled it off. It's actually beautiful, but I didn't enjoy doing it as much. I like bold colors. So, and then there's shading. So this is really cool. Like I'm learning how to do shading. So it looks three-dimensional. Oh, okay, I'll go faster because I want to get back to this. I was hoping people in the community would come in and chat with one another and keep each other company because things are tough right now. The world is really, isn't this pretty? That's one of the more understated ones. This center part was spectacular. I was surprised I could pull that off. I hated this whole section, so I did some tweaking to it. I still can't look at it. I still hate it, I'll be honest. It's a cute one. So I can use these as greeting cards for family and friends as well. And then some of the ones that, like some of these I think I could sell, others not so much. So we'll see. I mean, I'm doing one every night or two. So I can, like within a year, I'm going to have hundreds of these things. So yeah, this one was a catastrophe down in this section with the white. And it was just really uneven and it was a mess. But I think it came out okay. I fixed and fixed and fixed it over and over and over again, and I finally got it too. It's not quite at a point where I love it, but yeah, this one, it's called Synapses. I actually named that one and put the name on it. It's really super busy, but that's okay because that's Zentangle. I don't know if you can see the silver ink. There's some silver in there, and that's the focal point. So each of these pieces has a focal point. I'll go faster. This one I love. It was actually, I was showing my grandson how to draw a rainbow. So in my sketchbook, it was a wasted piece of paper. And it's like, oh, what can I do with that? Because it looked dumb. Like it was just a stupid rainbow. So I just ended up, working around it. And then in the end, and the rainbow, it was just awful for the longest time. And I worked at it and worked at it. And it was just it was awful. And then by the end, I got it to be, I wanted it to fall back and not be so bold because all this is so bold around it. So the main rainbow ended up dropping back into I had to darken it and I had to draw like micro lines around it, like layers of lines to soften it like it did. It was a challenge. That was a good one though for learning, but it's basically solid rainbow. But I'm a color person. These are my favorite colors, probably teal, turquoise. So yeah, that one I also hated, but I worked with it and worked with it and I finally got it to. So you can yeah, there's only a few white dots here. And that's an artist's accent dots are a thing. I'm still getting used to that because I looked at it, it's like, oh, did I miss a spot? No, that was intentional. Did that one a few months ago. Yeah, there's some interesting colors. Those were my shiny pens, copper, gold, and silver. And just like thicker pens, so it looks a totally different look. And I was experimenting with 3D bowls. And it's busy work. Shading, lots of shading practice in here. Same with this one. AI says this is my best piece. I would strongly disagree. It's all right, but it's not my favorite, that's for sure. This one I was learning how to do boxes, 3D boxes with all the shading. And it was hard, but it was interesting. It's not perfect. It's like, don't look too close, but it's interesting. This one's pretty, but unfortunately it's not, it's centered, but maybe that makes it cool. I don't know, but I just love the color. I think it's the colors I love about this and the fact that I didn't color it all in. There's quite a bit of white in there, so it actually enhances it. So this one I love. That's thicker pens, and it's simple. It was really simple and easy to do, but it just, the colors are stunning. I think those are Sharpie markers, actually. I have several different types. This one was very, very challenging, and I redid it and redid it and redid it a million times. So this will never be sellable. This is fun. If you Google Zentangle, you're going to see something just like this. Oh, now that I look at it, and it's one of my earlier pieces. Now that I look at it, I could go back to this and make it way better. And I think I will, actually, without too much difficulty. Okay, I've come a ways, I guess. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. This goes back weeks and weeks, so it's interesting. It's one of my very early pieces, but interesting. Oh, this one, yeah, this one's pretty cool. Not perfect. My line work is much stronger now, much stronger. But white pen is super hard to work with. It was black paper, white pen, really hard to work on. And this is one of my cutesy favorites. Yeah, so I was, looking up cartoon faces and learning. I don't think I could ever sell these because it has like branded faces on here that are actual characters. So, I mean, I could probably sell it at a local craft show, but I could never make prints out of it. Unless, I guess I could just paint over the ones that are, brand. So, I'll get sued. Anyways, that's just some of them. I have more, but gives you an idea of what Zentangle is. And like I said, if you wish you could do something like that, you can. I'm telling you now. I don't draw. I can't draw. Where'd my pen go? Okay, I can't draw, so, and if you can't draw, you can do this. You can draw a shape, a square, a triangle, a circle, lines, whatever, curves, So that's the nice thing. And then you learn techniques. Like I want to show that the light is reflecting off of this stone. So there's the white and there's a way to do it. And I don't even know if I have it right yet, but it's kind of there. So, okay, so I'm ready for my next, I got to finish this layer first. And actually I'm going to check the chat here and make sure we don't have any crazy, if there's any crazy people in there, just mute them, please. Yeah, you can block them. I'm not here to, I can't take care of you guys because I'm working. So you'll have to just block people if they're being awful. There's always somebody. And, that's the whole, oh, geez, I really messed this one up. The whole point of this coming on tonight was that, I read the headlines on YouTube and it's like, holy smokes. Oh, it's a lot. It really is. It is a lot. So yeah, for those of you who know me from before, super happy. Super happy. I'm so excited about my career. I can't believe what's happened. I didn't know I had certain skills that were hard to find, and I knew I'd worked hard, so I knew I was good, but I didn't know what was out there, what the opportunities were. So I'm trying to read. It's really hard to read this. Looking cool. That's beautiful. Damn, so good. Thank you guys. Thanks for the nice words. Trust me, you can do it. And some people wouldn't be interested in doing it because it's picky work. It's, they wouldn't want to sit here with this minute level of detail, but I really thrive on this. Okay, so what am I going to do? What's my next layer going to be? And see how I got darker? These circles are darker than I wanted them to be. See how subtle it started, and then I got dark. So I have to reel it in. So, I think I'm going to pull one of these. But super light touch, Heather. Stick to light touch. My name is Heather, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know me, or also known as Hammy. So I'm just going to do some little curvy lines. Subtle curvy lines. See how subtle that is? Not my style. I'm a bold girl, but is that join up with that one? I think so. So subtle is not my game. So, all right. I have to work at it. So it's just a light touch. Don't grip your pen. It has to be, my hand hurts when I'm finished. Like I spend a lot of hours on this every day. It's kind of like an obsession right now. And I find some days like I grip it so tightly for hours at a time and I don't even notice until I let go and it hurts. So I got to be careful because I'm going to injure my hand. And I do feel I have some tension in my one side of my one shoulder. And it's definitely from this level of intense work. So make sure you have good light. Make sure you have good tools. Make sure you're wearing your good glasses. Make sure you take breaks. Don't grip the pen so tight. All those things. All the things. So I've done some form of art or craft like constantly for the last, oh my gosh, probably 30 years of my life. There's always something going on creative wise. I'd rather create than copy. So I was knitting and stuff, but it's patterns, right? So just filling this in a little bit. Yeah, so I'd rather create than copy like somebody's pattern. I want to do my own thing. So it's a preference. Okay, what am I going to do here? Still trying to learn this. This is the best way of creating. You know, it doesn't matter. Why am I worried about it? It always turns out good. I don't know if you can even see. You even see what I'm doing? It's not I'm not comfortable. There we go. It's all in the angle sometimes. So Zentangle. So I'm having friends over next weekend. Gosh, I've got about 8 people coming. I don't ever have company, like ever, 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 ever. And I decided to change that up because I'm feeling so good. I'm so happy. And I'm going to bring them into my world. I have friends. I just don't see them much in person. We keep in touch, but I think everybody's done that. Everyone's gone home and stayed, never came back out. But anyways, so I'm having a bunch of friends over. I think about 8 people will come, have committed, and we'll do this. I'm going to teach them how to do this. So I'm going to come up with some simple designs to start so they can take something home that I know for a fact they can do, and it'll give them the confidence because you can do really simple things that look, see how that looks? It's just an interesting little kind of flowy kind of design, and it is subtle enough that I'm happy with it. Those circles that I put in right here, I think I could probably put some white, like I'll fill them in with white, but try to overline some of the black outline of the black circle just to tone them down. I didn't want them to stand out like that. It just is so natural for me. I really honestly can't help it. Okay, so I'm going to do a checkerboard next. So I'm going to double up the next layer and make checkers, but subtle, not dark. Subtle, Heather, subtle. It's not in my vocabulary really normally, but I think if I go too bold in this section, it's going to ruin it. Okay, so I'll just go. So I'm making squares and then I'm going to checker them, like shade in every other one type of thing. It's really fun to do plaid too, just with lines. I'm surprised how easy it is. So if you just like Google plaid and then just draw the lines where you see them, because there's all different kinds of plaid, right? So I haven't quite mastered the colors where there's different shades throughout the plaid yet, but I wonder if I can do some plaid here for you to show you what it looks like. I don't know. I think I could do plaid if I was going over more than one section. Yeah, I'll do some plaid for you. Maybe next, actually. And that'll take up 3 rows. Get this thing done. So there's all kinds of things you can do. You can decide where your perspective, like where the angle that you're looking at it from, and then as you get there, they get bigger and bigger. So this is where I'm standing. So everything further this way is smaller. So, and then like shading, like where would I shade this to make it, say the light is coming in from the left. Everything on this side has no shading, and then on this side there's a shadow underneath because the light's on this side type of thing. Like that's what I'm learning slowly. I don't enjoy technique. I just want to go. I just want my creative mind to just go for it and not think about it. But on the other hand, techniques that become natural are helpful. So I'm going to try to, once in a while, learn a technique, but not go too hard. You won't catch me in a classroom doing this ever, ever. It would drive me crazy. I'd be doing my own thing, sitting in class. I'd probably listen here and there to learn something, but it's like when I go on a guided tour when I'm on holidays. I sign up for tours and then I just wander off because I just can't. It's called the gift of ADHD. I can't be in the box, you know. Don't put Heather in the box. So that has served me well. If I have to be under control in life. You can't live completely outside the box. I believe in the justice system and laws and, but I know right from wrong. That's all. I follow that and it keeps me within the boundaries of the law. It's pretty easy. And I don't need any book or anything to tell or person to tell me what that is. I know what that is. We all do. Not seeing a whole lot of that in the world. People don't even care. They know they're wrong and they don't seem to care. That just blows my mind. So I'm not coloring these in all the way. I usually do. I'm kind of like shading with a pen. So it's uneven, which is fine. Kind of has a cool effect actually. Just have to get my angle right for my hand. You can get sketchbooks without the spiral. So I recommend that. Just to make sure there's nothing crazy going on. Oh, somebody here that knows me. Happy Thursday. Fab Daddy. Hey, dude. How's it going? Nice to see you. I can always count on you for saying hi. What was I saying? I don't even know. It's okay. Yeah, I've gotten good. I guess I'm good. I can say that. But yeah, the world is just losing it. And I just, we have to find, people that want peace have to find each other. And we can't look away either. Don't look away from what's happening. Because it has to be stopped. And we have to start with ourselves and our circle, Be better. Find a way to be better. Do better. And expect better from others. Jeez. Speak up. Enough sitting back and allowing things to just happen to us, We need all of us. I'm not sure I'm going to like this because it's shading. You know what I could do? Oh my goodness. Look at that. I had a bright idea. Instead of pen, I could use pencil. This one. What color is that? I think I want this charcoal. I'll use pencil instead. It might come out, it might be more even, But yeah, I think people need to step up and do, don't allow things to, it's kind of dark. I'm not sure I want to, just a light touch. Okay, that's better. It's not precise, but it doesn't need to be. It's smudgy, but that's okay. It's actually a nice quality pencil I've had for many, many years. And I think it's actually khaki, a dark khaki. Can't really tell. So I implore people to sharpen this. This square is really small. Find my pencil sharpener. Yeah, if you see something going on around you or somebody's saying something unacceptable, I think we need to start to speak up because the crappy people in the world have been getting away with it for too long. Oh, this pencil sharpener is not the right size for this pencil. Shoot. Let me see. No. Darn it. Oh well. So the time is to put an end to. It's time to stop with the nonsense. So, and I want to speak directly to older women. Need to step up right now. It's time. We don't need to be invisible, and the world needs us right now. So, speak up, step up, teach. I think we have a generation of people that were not taught certain things and somehow slipped through the cracks, and we need to find them. I worry about young men. I love young men, but they're, they seem to be lost. So I have lots of friends that are young men, interestingly, and I worry about them. Okay, this is picky work. A lot of people won't like this. Really picky work. But if you're patient and you take your time and treat it like meditation, okay, they got darker. You might be surprised. You might like it. And it is a form of meditation because you're concentrating on what you're doing. So you're not really thinking about a lot of things. It's harder to do when I'm talking, for instance, which is demonstrating to myself that it's something you do and you focus and it's presence, thus it's meditation. So don't nix it. You never know. See, I'm coloring in squares, big deal. See, I think it came out a little darker than I wanted. So anyways, whatever, it's okay. It's never wrong. And if I do 300 of these in a year, then, I can look back on my earlier pieces. You should see how complex some of these get. Holy smokes. Okay, let's see. Sometimes I like to hold the sketchbook up and I can, better control. I feel like I'm more controlled when I do this. I wonder if Pup Groomer's around. I think I went looking for her one day and she was not live and she hadn't been for a while. So I want to know, I'm wondering where she is. And if she wants to, I'll come on if she comes back or she can come here or whatever. Okay, she's another lady that does artsy things online like this with people watching and chit-chatting. So really nice lady. And I'm trying to see, I just have to check in here once in a while, make sure. Okay, my glasses are not serving me. There we go. Okay, nothing crazy going on. Okay, next layer. What should I do next? I could probably look at my other pieces. I'm going to go back to pen because I want to try my best to. I'm just going to go back in my pile here and see if I can find a technique that I can. Oh, I was going to do some plaid, wasn't I? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so I think I want to go over 2 rows and I'll show you. I hope I can do it in a circle like this. I should be able to. Okay, so yeah, I'm shocked at how well I can draw lines. Free flow. With practice, you get better at it. It's amazing, actually. It's a brain thing. Like your brain just gets better at it. It's weird and less shakiness, you know. And then they're all lined up perfectly. It's like, how in the world did I do that? Who knew? Okay, pretty much like that. There's the line from the circle. We're going to use the circle as part of our plaid. You and me, guys. You're in part of an us, a we. See, I'm just taking my time. Go slow. There's no rush. That's the key right there. Take your time. Enjoy it. See, just that moment of taking my time made it lined up nice. If you're a rusher, this is your perfect art form for you. I'll teach you to slow down. Okay, so somewhat plaid. I can just color in some of these sections and then try to repeat it as I go around the circle. I can't stand missing a spot. That's the other fun part about this is you're kind of drawing your own coloring book and you get to color it in if you choose to color. But sometimes black and white is cool. Where am I? Okay, here. Yeah, it's not necessarily subtle. See, I always suspected I wouldn't be able to pull that off. Okay, so I'm going to continue and I'm going to go. So I'm going to do it over 2 lines. And I only had 1 section and a half here to work with. So I'm going this section and this section. There's my line. Then there's a double line. And then there's a thick black line. Trying to get it the same distance and everything. Be repetitious. Repeat, repeat, repeat. There's the solid line, and then I need another thin line right beside it. And then repeat. Okay, so I'll put one here, and it's going down over 2 sections. And over here is a double line. The more times you go back and forth on the line, the thicker and darker it gets. Sometimes you have to get it straight, and then you might mess it up because it gets too thick. So that just gets better with time and practice. Okay, so that's part of the plot, and then I'm going to go a single line. Wait. Okay, so there's this line from the pencil. So I'm going to use that. Just draw over it with pen. And then, okay, so then a double line down here. Oh, I should have a slight curve because I'm doing a circle. That's right. It'll look weird if it's completely straight on the longer ones. And then up here, okay, so then that's a double line, actually. No, I already have a double line. This was a thicker line. Good, because I messed it up. So I can fix that. And then a thin line beside it. And I am curving now, so that's going to be more realistic. And then I'm going to put another single line up here, a thin single line, curved. Then I'm going to draw over the pencil. And that's the end of that section. Whoopsie, I totally went rogue here. That's okay. So now I'm going to color in the odd little, I think it would be right here. Yeah, these pens are extremely fine tipped. So any ultra fine pen from any store or in the house, but you can get, like, this is archival ink. It's really good quality, the Pigma Micron pens, if you really like doing this. But otherwise, everybody has a fine pen in the house, ultra fine or fine, and you can do the same thing. The better quality pens don't like cause like blotches and stuff like that, so they flow better. So if you're really into it, you're going to want to upgrade your pens. And they're not expensive. Like the set of 10 was what? I don't know, $10 or $15, no big deal. And they last for months and months, so it's a very inexpensive hobby. Okay, so I'm going to make that, fill that in, and then I want to color in some sections here. Let's do this one because I messed up. So see, I'm making a decision of where to put my filler on a section that I messed up, so it'll hide that error. You know what I mean? That's a nice thing with Zentangle. You can fix your errors and it turns into something beautiful. And then also up here. So this is plaid, so I have to try to make it look like something. And it's going to be dark. Oh well, whatever. See, I failed. I failed that test. I can't help it. I just do what in the moment, what I feel like doing. And in theory, nothing is wrong. There's no wrong in this at all. Okay. All right. So now my circle continues right here. So I'm going to do the same pattern right here, continue that concept. If I was a perfectionist, I'd probably map out where it should be, where it should continue. But I'm not a perfectionist. And that would be ridiculous, don't you think? All right, so then I'm going to a double line down the way a bit, double line, and then 1, 2, and then a thicker line a little bit down the way a bit. They're not perfectly aligned, but this is harder when I'm talking, for sure. It's interesting. Now I know, I'm even more convinced that it's actually meditation, because it's really hard to talk and meditate at the same time. So if you don't like silent meditation, if it's too hard for you, this is a brilliant solution. And then a double line. Okay, and then I'm here, a double line. Then I'll start again. So single line. You know, I've had street cleaners out on my street go by about 100 times in the last 2 days. It's like, dude, we don't need that clean of streets. Seriously. I'd rather pay less taxes. Okay, so now double line. Now I'm back into the section that has the 2 rows. See how I'm going here is the second row is hidden behind this other shape, and the circle is behind the squares. So that's why it's all broken up like that. If in case that wasn't obvious to anybody. Shoot. Forgot which section. Okay, so I'm doing the double line here. And then solid. Yeah, if I push too hard on this pen, it starts to run dry. So that's another thing I'm learning, is to take it easy. Relax. Okay. Like, I think control is a matter of squeezing the pen in a certain way, but not push down so hard. So there's a way of holding it that will give you better control. Okay, so I'm copying what I did back here. So I'm right here, and then I'm going to do this one. right here with a gap. And because this design is coming closer to me, I can make it bigger as I come out this direction for perspective. That kind of happens naturally, I'm finding. I just kind of naturally do that. So I don't know if it's an artist thing or a human thing or what that is, but whatever. Okay, so then the double line and then a single and another double line. And like I said, there's many, many different kinds of plaid. And now a thick, thick line. So I might take a journey down Plaid Alley and learn all the different plaids. Just do them all and then not learn them because I don't want to memorize anything. Just do a bunch so they sort of eventually come naturally and I don't have to think about it. I don't like thinking when I'm doing this stuff. But once in a while, like I said, I have to take a stab at some actual techniques because that's the only way to get better. Actually, the best way to get better is just do it over and over and over again. And then I'm teaching myself. Once in a while, I figure something out and it's like, oh yeah, if I do this, then that happens. So that's a thing too. And this is not meant to look perfect. If it looked perfect, I'd have a ruler. And I do have rulers. Sometimes you need straight lines on the whole page when you start. So, sometimes I use the ruler, sometimes I don't feel like it. So do what you feel like at the time, honestly. There's people who teach courses in this, and that is so not up my alley at all. Some people need a course, or they think they need a course. I don't think anyone does, but what I would take a course in is painting, because I've tried brushes, and I just can't seem to get it. I love the pens, the Ohuhu pens. So good. So good. That might be my thing. We'll see. I change every year. I find a new thing. Okay, so now I've done the vertical part of the plaid in that section. So now I'm going to do the horizontal part along the line. So I'll draw the line over top of the pencil mark that I made first. And it's a thin line. And then what did I do? Oh, was it thicker? It was thicker. Okay, so there's a thin line above it. I don't feel like drawing a thicker line. I'm in the mood for thin lines. But I don't have a choice now because I have a pattern going. All right, I'll draw the damn color in the thick line. I'm actually getting tired and hungry, so I'm going to be wrapping this up. What I'll do later is when I'm finished, I'll finish this tonight for sure. So when I'm done, I'll post a picture on my posts, my community page wall posts or whatever on YouTube. So you guys can see the end result. Uh-oh, my phone is running out of juice. I might have no choice when to stop. So if I die, I die. You'll see the end result on my posts, and I'll just stay with you until I finish this little section, and then I'm going to let you go. Thanks for coming in, and I want to see you guys come in and be a community. Hang out. Come in and hang out. Keep me company, and just be together because it hit me hard when I read the headlines on YouTube earlier. Like, holy crap, I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to go live and see if anybody needs a break from the world. Like, seriously. Just insane. People are fucking insane. You know that? Like, what is actually going on? Like, you don't kill people. You just don't. Anybody. Any culture, for any reason, ever. Just don't kill people. Holy smokes. Like, what the hell? We need to stop. Speak up, guys. It's time. You've been laying low long enough. Enough is enough. I'm done with that. And then rest. When you rest, you really rest. Take a break. Find community and be together kindly. Like the whole anti-Scientology community, they're still going at it. They're going hard as ever. What the fuck? Knock it off, guys. Come on. Just knock it off. Stop. Just stop. So unbelievable. It's exhausting. Aren't you guys tired? You're part of it. Unless you're actively trying to stop people from victimizing others. If that's your intent and it's working, keep going. Otherwise, knock it off. Okay, that didn't go well. I'm crooked. I can fix that. No problem. See, I'm all chill, but I have passion too. I have enough moral outrage in my soul to get to kick in when I need to. And we really need to. If you don't have a good reason for going after somebody, like stopping them, and really do it in a way that is really, bringing people together, then don't. Are you bringing people together or repelling them? Is it sport for you? Or is it making the world a better place? Are you making the world a better place? My God. Non-stop. Are you a toxic environment? Some people need to be stopped. And that's a fact. Enough is enough. Okay, so I think I need one more thin line here. So this is how you do plaid. Sort of. I mean, there's thousands of variations of plaid. Okay. And then the pièce de résistance at the end is coloring in some of the boxes. Because plaid does that. With color, it's even more cool, but... and I haven't really figured out if it's randomly colored in or not. Or maybe both. But I just do what I do. I just do what I feel like in the moment. And then, like I said, I have to copy some plaid. I have to practice in order to learn how plaid works, because I don't actually know. But I just experiment. This is like a total experiment. Just color some of these in, then it looks more like plaid, and then I'll hold it up to the camera, and then I'm gonna say goodnight because I'm starving. My work day starts at so the client that I'm working for is 4 hours away, time zone wise. Like, I'm earlier, so I have to start work in when it's morning where they are, which feels like the middle of the night here because I'm on Pacific time. And okay, so now I want to repeat what I just did. So this one is right here. So yeah, they're on maritime time. Not Eastern, but maritime, further out, further into the Atlantic. So 4 hours. So when they book a meeting for 9 a.m., that's 5 in the morning for me. So I told them that I'm willing to work. I'm willing to be in 5 a.m. meetings, but no earlier than that, because then it's the middle of the night. And they're totally okay with that. So just a little deal we made. Okay, then, oh yeah, because this one is done, so that's right here. So I'm just sort of trying to repeat the pattern. So it's somewhat cohesive. So yeah, so I get tired, but you know what? When I'm done, when I start work at 6 a.m., or 5 a.m., I'm done at 1. So sometimes I just have a nap, a good like hour nap, and then it's like a whole day off because I can, I only need like 5 or 6 hours of sleep these days. I think that happens with aging. So it's kind of good actually. Okay, so then this one, and then the next one is right here. My arm's falling asleep. That happens because I'm leaning while I do this. It's crazy. Most people sit at a desk like a normal human being. I lay in bed and do this. But I have lots of pillows, so I just prop myself up and then reposition every once in a while. Okay, so I'm gripping too tightly and I start to feel it right here in my thumb. So I just gotta lighten up a little. Lighten up. Yeah, so it's just I really wish the community would just like some people would just knock it off, stop. Like just back out. Just back out and just don't even announce it. Just back out. And I know people want the drama and I know all that, but I mean, I've been guilty of that myself. We all have. That's human nature, but I don't know. Isn't there enough drama in the Scientology stuff? Like, go after them. They're winning. This has been orchestrated, I'm sure. That's not quite plaid, is it? Whatever. You know what I did actually download is a picture of the Partridge Family bus, the colors. So I'm going to be doing that eventually. And the other idea I have is a silhouette of a dachshund, because I'm a dachshund person. And do some tangling inside in the dog, like inside the center, just tangle the dog basically. So it's the outline of the dog, and then do all my doodling on the inside. And we'll see how that goes. But I need to get some a proper way to trace that silhouette. And then right here, there is a pattern to this. And then this one is right. Where is it? Here, I think. Right here. I think my phone might have died. If it didn't, you're hearing me. It's low battery, that's for sure. Okay, I think I'm done, am I? There was a little mistake right here. That's okay though. Maybe I'll put another. So if you make a mistake, recreate it. Continue the mistake. There we go. That'll do it. For dinner. Just gonna outline this, and then it's time for dinner, my little doggy dogs. Yeah, it looks nice actually. Cute, cute, cute. Yeah, I like it. The mandala is more subtle. Not as much more subtle than I intended, but that's okay. I'm learning. It's interesting how my natural personal style is bold. So why fight it? I'm not here to challenge myself. I'm here to enjoy myself. Okay, it's time for a break. If I'm still recording, that's a miracle because I thought the battery died, but I think it is actually. So thanks for listening. Do you want me to pull it closer so you can see? I don't know if it's helpful in any way, but I am going to finish this tonight. And I'll post the final end result. I may end up throwing some color in there. I don't know. It's a really hard thing for me to resist, so I definitely have to fix up the gems, like the gold and stuff. It's a mess. It was bleeding all over the place, so I have to tidy that up, and it's way too thick too. So yeah, so there's some sheen to those stones so that they stand out, that they are actually supposed to be gemstones. So there's some sheen in there too. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So thanks for joining me in bed here. And I will check in with you guys another time. Take care. How do I end this thing? Oh my goodness. How do I end it? Oh, for God's sakes. Do. Oh, there we go. There's the X.